Good morning, everyone. Today we'll be talking about consequences of driving without insurance in Washington State. At the end of this lesson, you should be able to talk about what the consequences are, both financially and legally. So driving without insurance, there's three ways that you're going to get consequences for that. The first is if you just get pulled over for anything. Speeding, broken headlight, broken tail light, anything an officer pulls you over, the first thing they're going to ask you for is proof of insurance and registration of your vehicle. You are required to carry an up-to-date insurance card in your vehicle. You'll be issued one of these cards, be sent to you in the mail. It needs to go into your glove box or be with you at all times while you're driving. Driving without insurance results in the following tickets. They're fines. The first offense is a $550 ticket. The second offense is a $750 ticket. And the third and subsequent offenses is a $1,500 ticket. Repeated offenses can also lead to a suspension of your driver's license and or your vehicle registration. So that's the first way in which you'll feel a consequence for not having auto insurance. The next is more serious. So if you get into an accident and you don't have insurance, you are personally responsible for all damages and injuries that you're at fault for. So this isn't only when you cause the accident, it's when you partially share blame for the accident, which is a really common thing to have happen. You will also receive a ticket for not having insurance. So back to that first slide. If you cannot pay for all the damages and injuries you cause, so if you don't have that $30,000 on hand to pay out everybody, the court can seize your assets, which means they take your property like houses, cars, boats, anything with a good amount of value, and they sell them at auction, and they use that money to pay off the people that you owe money to. They can also garnish your wages. So if you don't have enough assets to meet that obligation, they can garnish your wages, which is where your employer will pull out money and send it to the court, which will then send it to the people that were injured, and they will just do that before you get your money out at all. So it'd be kind of like taxes being paid. The court can also suspend your license and revoke your vehicle registration. And then for the next 3 years, if this happens to you, you'll have to file what's called an SR-22 certificate with your insurance company. This lets the insurance company know that they need to tell the state whenever you don't make payments or cancel your insurance. If you do that, they'll suspend your license again and go through all this legal trouble. And the SR-22 will make identifies you as a high-risk driver to the insurance company as well. The third way you're going to get caught. So the first way is like, hey, you were speeding, got pulled over, you get this huge ticket. The second one is if you crash into somebody, there's going to be a huge consequence there. And then the third way, let's say you don't have insurance and you've gotten lucky, you haven't gotten an accident or gotten a ticket or anything like that. But when you go to get insurance again, it's called a coverage lapse when you don't have insurance, and you're considered a higher risk driver, which means your monthly premiums will be higher. So your insurance will be more expensive because you went without insurance for a while. Even with a clean record, your monthly premiums will be higher. Some insurance companies will not even cover people who've had a lapse in coverage. That's something to worry about. So your cost of insurance will go up, and your availability of insurance will go down. So fewer companies will want to have you as a customer. So this is the moral of the story here is that auto insurance is really important, and not having it is a really big deal. All right, everybody, have a good day.